whether it's occurs on any family or director of any organization or any male activist or any female activist on social media or speaking publicly, or he is expressing himself on social media or within the context of historical events, claiming that March 4th, 1963 was indeed the 61st day of the Second Khmer Foreign Campaign, but it was a day when many international troops invaded Cambodian territory. It was a day when Vietnamese troops invaded Cambodian territory. If such statements or writings could lead him to face consequences for non-compliance. The
law has already been enacted on the defined terms. The offense is from the definition of the crime when the circumstances truly occur. Kam is under the jurisdiction of the court. Those who make the law or those who advocate for the law can determine that if this protection is exhausted, it should be considered a crime. We can give it a characteristic of agreement, but when the event occurs clearly and truly, it must be examined specifically as the jurisdiction of the court, which must review the facts and specifics depending on the context of the study and discussion. Speaking of which, there may be a certain context in which we can make a judgment. Additionally, the material elements of what has occurred as well as the nature. On March 21st, 2023, the ministry, the speaker is most certainly present, recognized as a commendation or as a rejection of the priority of production, and if it is found that, etc. So the court can define the definition of entering as compared to entering into the definition of the crime. It is merely in determining that it is an offense, but at that time, the specific circumstances arise. It is the jurisdiction of the court to make a judgment on, in the French language, the preservation means that the court evaluates the presentation and to show one to consider the judgment, to see whether what has occurred constitutes all the elements of an offense as stipulated in the definition of Article 3 of the law concerning opposition. The non-recognition of actions that occurred during the period in Cambodia, is it truly correct or not?